Ranking Steven Universe Crystal Gem designs from worst to best. Steven and Connie are pretty basic human designs, so no offense, I wouldn't have them placed very high. Ruby and Sapphire as well are pretty simple on purpose to form Garnet, so no surprise that they would be low. I love Amethyst, but her design is purple short lady with white hair. Love her gem placement though. Peridot is the cutest and funniest gem, and that's reflected into her design, but it's nothing too crazy. The most characteristic feature of hers is the Dorito hair, but that's about it. The rest of it is pretty basic. But I would say Garnet is the most she's she's kind of, thick, as they say, okay? Everyone knows that, and if you played Multiverses, that's probably the biggest talking point about her outside the gameplay. And that's cool. But the best part of her design, in my opinion, is how you can absolutely see both Ruby and Sapphire in her, and how the duality of their personalities and designs show into her character. Bismuth has rainbow dreads, and that's just sick. And that's about it. She's awesome, she's muscular, and has rainbow dreads, which is cool. And I especially like her overalls in Future. Rose, I know it will be controversial that she's this high because a lot of people hate her, but I love her design. I love her curly, flowery hair, reminding you of roses. And I'm a sucker for dresses and pink skin and giant women. I don't know, I just love her design. I think she's very iconic and she looks very, very freaking good. Pearl is up there too. She has a few outfits that I love. Actually, most of them. The ones with the jeans, the waiter one, the clown one, the baseball, and I especially love her during the rebellion or before in that pink dress. She's just cute, delicate, but can be cool as hell too. And I love her pointy nose. What can I say? And her pompy dress complements her thin figure. This might be my favorite design of hers, but also my favorite design in the show in general. Lapis is the most balanced, beautiful, and cool design. She has the water wings, which are just sick and add a lot to her. And there's the contrast between her femininity, her feminine style of dressing and looking, and her powerful personality and physical strength, or not physical, but telekinetical, whatever. Her controlling water. She's very powerful. And that's usually associated with masculinity. So she contrasts that very well. And a lot of thought went into her character. And obviously she's blue because she's very depressed all the time. Woohoo, we knew this. That's peak. Ranking Steven Universe fusion designs from worst to best. Rainbow 2.0 is a design I don't like, sorry. It's colorful and all, but it just looks weird. It's probably the feet that bother me the most. They're just weird and chubby and then don't match the body. And I understand that they're trying to do a mashup between Pearl and Steven, but it just doesn't work. Smokey is cute, and I really feel bad putting her this low, but she's the least interesting, the least intimidating, and the least appealing fusion besides Rainbow 2.0. Her only thing that makes her better is that she's kind of cute. Or they're kind of cute, whichever pronouns a fusion uses. Sunstone looks like a sun, and I like that. Reminds me of the sun from OKKO. Or the sun that I used to draw as a kid in the corner of my drawing with sunglasses for whatever reason, even though it doesn't make a lot of sense. But anyway, I really like her. Sardonyx might be higher, but I really don't like the shape of her head. It looks like Peridot, but not as good. And the color palette for her is a little weird. not one of the more interesting or appealing color palettes for a character design, in my opinion, or at least is not used well enough. Meba, god damn it. Mega Pearl is elegant and royal and pink. She looks like a general in a girly anime from the 90s or 80s. And I'm sure it's a reference to it too. But yeah, it looks very cool. It just looks elegant yet warrior-like, which obviously is what Pearl is essentially. Though if I had one criticism, it would be that I like Volleyball and Pearl's designs better unfused than fused, if that's a criticism you take in consideration. Garnet is cool. Cool glasses, cool proportions, and I love the split colors and the duality that comes from her being a fusion of Ruby and Sapphire, which are characters into themselves. Which is true of most fusions. Obviously, they're fusions, they're fused to character, but Garnet is her own character, basically. She's not even Ruby and Sapphire anymore. We more so see her as her own person than a fusion, but she still represents both characters she embodies, which is freaking cool. Sugalite looks like a blend of Garnet and Amethyst, obviously, but that makes her look better than both, in my opinion. She's strong and thick, and I love her hair, and she has a third freaky eye, and she just looks powerful. That shot of her coming from the sunset is intimidating and awesome, and I love her color. Opal is just great. She has the perfect features from Pearl and Amethyst. She is strong, but also very feminine. She's tall, but also she has the more voluptuous features of Amethyst. She's literally the perfect idealized body in terms of feminine features. And I love her long nose. I just think it makes it cool, especially paired up with the lips looking bigger. It's rarely that you see a character that has like long, exaggerated features. And I think she's one of the only characters that has a ponytail, which is awesome. I love that. Alexandrite looks okay usually. She would be way lower, but specifically in Future and in this image from the Blue Azurite episode, she's so freaking sick. She looks just awesome. So that specific image of her makes her this high. The original Rainbow is hot. She's attractive. I'm not going to hide behind it. It's kind of the whole point of the character. Pearl's thing is being a ballerina. Rose's thing is being a giant woman that makes humans fall in love with her. So, of course, their fusion would be a hot 80s dancer. Makes perfect sense. That's part of the design. Obsidian is just fucking cool, okay? It's a black obsidian, obviously, lava lady with curly hair. Nothing needs to be said beyond that. She also has a cool lava sword with some inscriptions on it that don't really mean anything, but they look cool. Speaking of cool, Stevonnie is just cool as well. As basic as Steven and Connie are, Stevonnie is awesome. The short jeans and shirt are a very good combination, and the shield and sword together look badass. She is one of my favorite characters. She has my favorite voice, I think, and she's one of my favorite character designs. And the fact that it changes designs every time Steven and Connie also change their appearance makes it even more awesome. Malachite is the best fusion. Love the color, love the hair, the 4 eyes, the freaky legs, and the dark green lines across her body. Just awesome. Everything is peak, and you should know that from how much I love Lapis and Jasper's designs individually, but Malachite is about as good as them individually.